Now, your 41 NBC AccuWeather forecast, presented by Volume Chevrolet.
Welcome back. It's been a pretty nice night here in Middle Georgia. A little bit cool, but otherwise clouds have actually kept us warmer than normal for this time of year. Just looking out on our 41 sky view overlooking downtown Dublin, where we are seeing those clouds just kind of hanging around. Very possible that we see some patchy fog as we are heading into tomorrow morning. So just a heads up on that. It's not going to be like it was out there for today if you were out there a little bit earlier. But right now, sitting at 55 degrees, dew points are in the low 50s, so that should be a limiting factor on how cool that we are getting in places like Dublin, especially south of Macon. I do think that north of Macon, with the exception of Forsyth, that we get a little bit cooler out there by tomorrow morning, mainly into the upper 40s. But you see today we only made it about 4 degrees from 55 to 59. So temperatures above normal to start the day. We did stay below normal throughout the rest of the day with highs normally getting to around 62 degrees for this time of year. We're going to see some 60s returning through the next couple of days, but we're also talking about the return of some rainfall as well. So right now, most of us sitting in some lower and mid 50s, 53 over in Sandersville, 55 in Perry, and 55 in Butler as well. But much cooler once you head up towards areas like Tennessee and the Carolinas. You can see that that wedge front right there is going to continue to send in some of that cooler air. So that's going to be the trend for the next couple of days. I'll also note that you can already see the next system that we will be dealing with that's right now out to our west, already bringing in some severe thunderstorm warnings to parts of Texas, into Oklahoma and Kansas, as well as tornado warnings there. But the good news for us is that the cooler air should really limit a lot of our severe potential as we're heading later into the week. So wedge front hangs in. That's going to keep some of the cloud cover in our area through the day tomorrow. I still think that we can see some partly cloudy skies for much of the afternoon. So I would say don't count out the sunshine for tomorrow, but highs will be limited to mainly the upper 50s. As we are heading into the next couple of days, though, we're going to be watching this system closely because it's going to bring the potential for some severe weather further to our south. Through the day on Wednesday, I do think that we'll start to see some showers and even an isolated thunderstorm or two during the afternoon, but it's going to be that overnight Wednesday into Thursday where we see the heaviest rain pushing through, potential for maybe a couple strong storms out there as well. We're just going to have to keep an eye on it, but right now the real threat for severe weather is just to our south. So that system is going to come through, and behind it we'll get a big cool down. But for the rest of tonight, not a whole lot to worry about. Temperatures falling into the low 50s and upper 40s through the day tomorrow. You still won't need the umbrella. It'll stay mostly cloudy to partly cloudy with those highs warming up into the upper 50s. But as far as the rainfall that we're expecting that overnight Wednesday into Thursday, some places could see up to 3 inches of rainfall in just a very short period of time. So that's why we're looking at the potential for some flash flooding out there. So heads up on that. Also expect that big cool down as we head into the weekend. Highs will only be getting into the low and mid 50s, and our lows will be dropping to around freezing before rain returns for the start of next week. In just 10 seconds, I'll have a look at our 7-day forecast.
At Volume Chevrolet, get oil changes for life, plus a 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Visit Volume Chevrolet, I-75 exit 187 in Forsyth. That's volumechevrolet.com.
And here's your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast, sponsored by Volume Chevrolet. Temperatures will be staying mainly in the 50s tomorrow. We'll see some partly to mostly cloudy skies, but it's going to be about that rain moving in Wednesday afternoon into Thursday morning, where we're going to see our big change, a cool down on the way for the weekend behind that system that drops those lows to around 32 degrees by Sunday morning.